everyone. Wow, that went live quicker than I expected it to. So, alright, sorry about the quick start there. But anyway, we're doing some arrive and drive racing here at the Homestead Oval. Just give me a quick second here. I forgot to tweet it out before I started. You know, that's what happens here. So anyway, we're doing some, well, that was a better grid here. Man, that button never happens that quickly. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, I was going to do some GT3 racing this week to follow up on my race from last week with the McLaren at Watkins Glen. However, I went and did some laps at laps at VIR, as we talked about on the show this week, and yeah, that's not an easy track. Now, I'm sure if I had actually spent some time learning it, I mean, like, it looked entertaining, don't get me wrong.
One to go.
And I bet you it would be a fun track to be racing around. However, I just, since I started late in the week, I didn't think I really had the time to learn that course properly in order to safely race it. If I'd had, another few hours, but it's Sunday night here, we're going to be changing over, and obviously going to be working tomorrow, so won't have a chance to be doing it then. So I figured, you know what, I got to have a race in for this week, and an easy stop, and I haven't had a chance to do it this season yet, is Indy Oval. And Indy Oval, as we know, is a lot of fun. So I'm starting at the back of the field here, or at least back-ish. Somebody, I think, jumped over to the pits there, as you saw. So when we're starting in second, it's going to be a bad idea after that whole incident we talked about many, many times at Talladega. And also, my iRating, I'm like, as you can tell, car 15, I think it's a 15-car field. So
ready, green flag, have a great day.
It is a high iRating field, because I mean I'm not the best, obviously, but I'm in the just about 2000s. So to be the last car with a rating of 2000, through some attrition here, I got a chance to make up some iRating, that's for sure. But I kind of felt that I did a couple laps beforehand just to make sure I kind of had the I was safely could safely race out here. But I felt the Indy Oval was something I could just kind of jump into and be reasonable. This 11 car was a little bit twitchy during practice, so I'm going to give him a lot of room. Apparently enough room that I'm going to scrape the wall, because that's fun. Unfortunately, these Indy cars are a little bit more robust than they have been in the past. I don't know if that's if they improved that with the DW12 model, or if that's kind of always been the case or not. I'm actually not sure, because I know the DW12s are definitely more sturdy than the old model cars were, but I don't know if they actually modeled that in the iRacing, made them more sturdy, because I can't remember how fragile the old ones were. Oh, that was Now this is the fixed race, because I didn't have a setup, and wow, this car is super tight on these corners, holy crap.
Still there. Clear low.
And I guess that's a factor of oh, there we go. Somebody lost it.
Caution. Some debris somewhere. Pits are closed. Maybe lining up behind at one.
Really? Let the one car by? He spun out. and smash the wall. He's not coming. Oh, iRacing, if you give me a penalty for this, I'm going to be so ticked off.
Behind the 7.
There you
Pit
go.
road is open.
Hi.
Oh, apparently I have my voice chat muted. Oops.
Nobody ever thanks me when I hit him.
I was being 100% sarcastic.
Come line up behind the 7.
I can't cuss at him, call him any names or anything like that, 'cause I don't want to get protested and lose my chat, you know.
I don't actually, I should
was
probably
being 100% sarcastic too.
pay attention to where the commit line is and whether or not you have to use these silly lines when you're going to pit. I actually don't know for the IndyCar.
He just drove right up into me.
Should be starting behind the 11.
That really seems like something I should have probably paid attention to before the race started.
Yeah, my race here have been hot and cold. It's either
It's one of those things where
Never.
I didn't really pay attention, and I kind of, this was a big
I love people like that.
jump in at the last minute kind of thing, so.
Been a lot of them last one.
James, last race I was in, there was a wreck on the front stretch. Took out about 10 cars, but guy about 4 seconds back, just plowed through everybody and, you know, didn't say anything, didn't take any responsibility to it.
Well, I'm going to assume that that's maybe younger people, because everybody feels they're entitled to not have to take responsibility. Nobody takes responsibility anymore, you know. The guys in field, but
Alright, so,
Behind the 7.
we're going to stick with muting the chat. Apparently we're learning some life lessons in there. Yeah, so anyway, as I was saying, IndyCar here, I figured it'd be a good way to jump in. It is fixed because I didn't have a setup, and the fact that this race started when I was getting ready to stream, I hadn't paid attention to that whole rules about the runoff lanes or warm-up lanes or whatever you want to call them, and pitting and stuff, because I literally just jumped in, started the stream, and kept going, or started going here, so hopefully this race won't be too long, because I was kind of playing some Dead Rising 3 when I decided, hey, I'm going to do this, so.
Looks like you'll be lining up behind the 8.
So I can finish at least mid-pack. I think I'll be... Now, how am I car number... Oh, I guess some of the lower I-rating guys must have qualified. Okay, that's why I was down at the back of the pack. Still, car number 12 out of 15 cars that started. Although I think one car didn't start. No, okay, only 14 cars. We had 15 cars listed, but... Pretty sure I'm not going to need fuel for this 50 laps. At least I hope not.
Double check your steering wheel, get a good look at your switches. You're ready to go.
But that's, I guess, the only thing about doing fix is the fact that I was getting really, really aero tight when I was up behind those guys, and I can't adjust my weight jacker on fixed racing, which is suckage. You think at least in, fixed setup, okay, sure, yeah, everybody has the same setup, but I mean, setups, stuff like that.
Our boss man, pace cars off, let's do this thing.
In-car
Green flag.
settings, like a weight jacker.
Outside. Clear.
Oh, they're getting, look like they're getting pretty dicey up there. But yeah, like that aero push was bad when I get on those guys. Now again, it's been well documented and pointed out by Mr. Andy about how great me and Chad are at understanding these IndyCars, but I mean, you're behind somebody, you take the air off the front wing, you don't have as much turn in, and the car gets tight. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening. I'm having to let off the gas in order to make the corner. I'm pretty sure with the banking here that I probably shouldn't be, but I mean, like, that's definitely, I'm not going to make that corner if I don't. Now, if I had weight jacker, I'd be pushing it, some weight onto the front wing here so I could get some more better bite and turn in, but I can't. But then again, everybody's in the same boat. Now, course, most of these people will probably race this series on a more regular basis than, you know, me once a season or so, although I'm hoping to do more.
Outside. Clear.
Alright. Either A, he wanted to push to the back, or I was making him nervous. Pretty sure I'm supposed to be above that seam in order to get a good run, but I was narrowed tight for a second there, and I got excited. It's like, hey, I can actually dive this thing all the way down to the bottom. That's neat. Or maybe that guy saw some stuff up ahead here he didn't quite like. Again, I don't have that new microphone boom setup, so I unfortunately don't have the setup to get my oh boy, that good mic up in front of the out here while I'm racing. So unfortunately, the vocal quality will be the crappy headset mic. I mean, it's not crappy. I mean, it's not a bad headset mic. I did a lot of years of podcasting with this mic, but now that I have a better mic, I kind of prefer to use that, but these guys seem to be arcing this corner way differently than I am. Maybe I'm driving this too NASCAR. That's my problem. It's not so much the aero push, but because they're turning in way later.
Caution is out. It's not going to be good. It's open. No, close. Should be starting behind the gate.
Whew. That dude was having problems. I'm pretty sure the fixed racing are set in such a way that you don't need fuel. Let's see, I've used 5 gallons
Get behind the 6.
in 17 laps. I'm going to stay out this time. Just trying to make sure I stay behind the dude because iRacing loves to give black flags for passing under yellow, even though the guy is most definitely
lining up behind the 9.
in the pit lane, but until they're actually in the pit lane.
Closed. Pit road's closed.
Oh well, in those laps I did actually burn up a fair bit of tire, so wonder if pitting might not have been the better idea, but I'd rather kind of be up towards the front. I'm guessing that text up there was second part of a vocal conversation that we were not hearing. However, I find when I'm streaming, I have a tendency to just mute the chat or the voice chat, vocal chat. Yeah, that's what it's called. Well, we're getting some good attrition here, so Trevor should be able to pick up some iRating. Anyway, as I was saying, so what? We got 5 gallons over 15. With the yellows, yeah, I guess we're probably okay. I changed my engine mapping, but I can't.
One to go. You'll start on the inside. You're going to be lining up behind the 14.
Alright, so I think that Krista Nelson bailed 2, which would put me at least, at worst, 12th. 11th, sorry. Now we're starting mid-package. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea. I was kind of liking that start towards the back thing, but hopefully no more cautions, because 50 laps around here is a pretty short race.
Come to the green this time.
Yeah, starting in second was way too slow, but first without mashing the gas is, I think, the way to go on this. Of course, I'm going to be in the inside lane. I'm going to have people on the inside of me, so I'm probably going to be the jerk who's about to cause the caution that's going to take out a chunk of the field. There's some good foreshadowing for you.
Ready? Green.
I was not ready for that.
Inside. Quarter inside. Inside's clear. Inside. Still there. Still there. Clear. Stay low. Stay to the bottom. Stay to the bottom.
Well, it's unfortunate, but I had no real choice there but to let those guys, give those guys the lane so I could get the heck out of the way of that crash that was happening up there. Whoop, that was apparently not enough for a caution. And now I'm way behind the pack, but racing by myself, so I guess, you know. Following those guys, I seem to be doing that arc a little more than I was doing. Staying up high, kind of arcing around mid-corner, and then just keeping steady wheel on. Yeah, that's a quicker way to do this. Not close enough really to get a sniff of that draft. Well, I must be getting a little bit of it because I was almost ready to have to shift over to 6th, and running on my own I definitely knew I was doing just 5th, and that was fine, so I'm not gaining on him either, so well, no more attrition, more iRating for Trevor, hopefully. Gaining on that time. Alright, it says 55 laps, so if that's right, then I got all the fuel in the world. Every lap better than the next. Gotta like it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. A little bit too much steer. If I had more time to repair this, I would have tried this on Twitch just to see, because I haven't actually done any streaming yet on Twitch, just to give it a shot so I could get used to it, but like I said, this kind of came together at the last minute, so it's one of those things like, okay, either I'm doing it or I'm not, and let's just go. I definitely got a sniff of his draft now, that's for sure. Oh, there's a wall up there, wall up there, wall up there, wall up there. Wow. No, no. Man, momentary loss of concentration, and I think I hurt the car. Yeah, she's not happy. See if I can get around this not happiness. after I was telling you how robust you were, Mr. Carr. Man, all of a sudden it seems like it wants to do all the steering all at once when I go in those corners. Yeah, she's... Yikes. Okay. So, do I limp it around or do I pit? Get damage fixed and come back out. It's a very short race. This car is very unhappy with me right now. And I don't know if I need to take that lane or if I don't. So, everybody out there, if you're watching,
20 laps to go, this time 5.
feel free to laugh at me with my lack of knowledge. Yeah, I'm going to hurt somebody if I do not pit. So, I'm going to take the cautious path. I'm going to take the stupid lane. And I'm going to pit, because if I don't, I'm going to crash. With the attrition, I can still get a decent finish. Well, decent. And just one little glimpse there, and all of a sudden, scrape that wall, and I'm done for. 11 seconds of optional repairs. So you're going to tell me that 11 seconds was enough to kill my car so it does not turn anymore. Well, we'll see about that. Actually, no, it doesn't turn anymore. It's the fact that it turns too much was the problem. Well, got a nice little window to come out in, though. So not in the way, so I can practice the first couple turns without anybody around me, which is good. It's the leader again? Wow. She feels better. I don't know if that's a matter of fresh tires or... I never even lost a spot, so I think I'm a lap down and about to be 2. No, I'm already 2. Yikes. Okay, nowhere to lose from all the people that are out, so even if I pull over now, I'm still going to finish 9th. I got nowhere really to go but like in the upwards direction either, unless somebody else mangles themselves. Yeah, moving forward though. Whoa, hey, hi grass. What are we doing over here? Well, that was interesting. Now, my wheel, okay, you can't see it. Well, actually you can in the virtual thing. My wheel is so cockeyed right now. I didn't even think I hit anything that time. Well, I guess I kind of scraped that wall a little bit. Huh. Well, yay me, this is an exciting race. Well, might as well just let him fix it up. I mean, I'll be, what, 5, 6 laps down by the time I go out to speed. So there's still a chance to gain a spot or 2. Only 1 incident point, so it shouldn't affect my safety rating too bad. feel comfortable with. Give that guy all the road in the world. Alright, so I am 6 laps down. In an out-of-control car. With... I'm 6 laps down. That means that he's on lap 43. 7 laps to go. So I think what I'll do is I'll finish this last lap here, and then I'm going to pull off and call it a night. Because at that point in time I cannot gain any more spots, and this car is out of control wrecking right now. Oh god. Pull the Chad, lock down the brakes. There we go.
Earl, can you tell if it's pushed down any on the right front? Yeah, I got,
Alright,
yeah.
we're out.
Get to that heavy bear bond, guys. Just lay on that son of a bitch.
Hey! Settle down there, Chad. Well, I guess that was my impromptu race, and we'll see where that got me. Got me a 9th place finish. Might lose a little bit of I rating, or safety rating. Finished above my car number and almost halfway through up, so I might end up with a little bit of I rating gain. Maybe bump me up back up over 2,000. I think I'm about 19, something like that right now. But anyway, that was what happens when I jump in and do a race. I mean, you know what? When I did the practice, everything was fine, but being around the other cars, I was not prepared for that, because I did jumped into a practice session. Never really had a chance to kind of draft around other cars, and that I got tight, and that was kind of weird to deal with. And then I did that one scrape of the wall, and this car was done. Like, I couldn't drive it anymore. It was unsteerable, and ended up in a problem. So let's wait for the too much damage are all done. There you go. And that will conclude our broadcast day. So I'll finish 9th, many laps down, and that's about all she wrote on that. So anyway, thanks for watching. I don't know, why am I even going to leave this up? Well, I'm going to leave it up for prosperity's sake, so you guys can at least say, hey, you know what? I watched it, and there it was, it happened. So anyway, until next time, hopefully I'll have a better race next time. Make sure to go check out my channel there, and you can check out all the other video game related content I have on there. I have stuff other than iRacing, mostly iRacing, but some other stuff as well, including my second episode of the first 29, which I did with Dead Rising 3. Put that up earlier this evening. I played it last night, or a couple nights ago actually. So you can check that out if you want. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later.